Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. And one of my favorite people that came in today, Annette Monks. I always enjoy seeing her. She's with Carlton Staffing. She's the president over there, Carlton, CARLTON, staffing.com. And I love what you do, and I love what your ability and your company's ability to allow your clients, the business owners out there, to focus on their bottom line rather than on something that's really very difficult and often an encumbrance to their bottom line, which is the employees they need. It's a really bizarre dichotomy. I need these employees, but in a way they kind of undermine my business activity that makes me grow. And you take care of that, and you do it in a great way. And as a result, I'm one of your fans.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we do place employees of many different types of skills. Carlton Staffing does office and industrial placement, temporary temp to hire and direct hire. And we also have a company called KTEK that does engineering and IT placement. So thank you very much for that, Kevin. And I'd like to introduce today our guest, and his name is Alex Howard. He's the managing director of Stout Rishus Ross, and we say SRR for short. So welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Do want to mention real early, Alex can be found at srr.com. Your first question on that.
Yes. Now, Alex, would you tell us what Stout Rishus Ross does?
Sure. Well, Stout Rishus Ross is a global financial services firm, and we operate in three broad areas. We provide valuation and financial opinions to private and public companies. We do dispute advisory and forensic services, as well as investment banking for special industries.
Yeah, very good. How long have you guys been doing this?
Actually, I've been with SRR for 3 years. I sold my company that was called HFBE to SRR. SRR as a whole has been in business since, I think, 1991, I believe, and is now celebrating, coming up on a 15th anniversary, and also making a tremendous leap forward from $10 million in revenues in 2002 to meeting our BHAG, our big, hairy, audacious goal of $100 million by 2015, which we're really proud of.
Very good. Annette?
Well, Alex, now you had your own firm for 25 years. So what attracted you to SRR?
Well, like many firms, I found that I had reached a certain plateau with regard to my growth, and that in order to get to another level, I was going to have to invest a great deal of money. And instead, I decided to look for a partner that shared our values and our culture who could help us move forward to the next level. We spent a lot of time making sure that we were a good cultural fit. This is very important to SRR and to us. And after 3 years, I feel very good about my choice of partner. None of my employees have left. We were always noted for low turnover, which I didn't realize was such a big deal until people tell me how proud of it I should be. So it's turned out to be a really good fit for us.
Yeah. This company has a massive footprint all over the world, in fact. Where is it corporately located?
It's in Chicago. It was founded in Detroit. And one of the principals moved to Chicago a number of years later, and Chicago's now our largest office.
Very good. Annette?
So when someone's considering it, if you're a business owner or investor and you're considering the types of service you provide, and they're out shopping for companies to help them with that, what kind of questions should they be asking, and what should they be looking for?
Well, I think it's important to find somebody who is going to spend time understanding your problem, who's going to spend the required time to understand your business, that has some experience doing the kind of project that you need done, and experience in your industry is very helpful. We consider our firm to be a value-added firm, and we provide service above and beyond just the project that we're working on. So we aspire to be a trusted advisor and do more for the company than just execute a specific project.
You know, I'm looking at the website, srr.com. I encourage you to check it out. Looked at your About page, and it just about knocked me out of my chair in terms of a number of services you provide. You have to have a pretty long elevator ride to be able to give your elevator speech, but kind of give it, if you're trying to quickly, in a nutshell, say what you're about, tell us what that would be.
Well, the company's really about providing very high level of professional services. We're very proud of our thought leadership, and proud of our ability to connect with our clients and our employees on a very high level, as opposed to just being technicians. A lot of what we do involves working for companies that have a need to know what the value of their company or their securities is, are involved in litigation, sell-side investment banking. Basically, anytime somebody needs to know what their company's worth. And as a former private company owner and now working for a private company, it's important to know what your company's worth, or regardless of whether you need an immediate need. It could be a buy-sell agreement. You may be looking to sell it sometime in the future. And one area that we're very actively involved in with public companies is financial reporting, purchase price allocation, and goodwill impairment.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Annette?
So is there a specific company niche or company size or industry that you all find that you work with the most?
Yes. I'd say in terms of size, most of our clients are in the range of $20 to $250 million in revenues. There are always exceptions on one end or the other, but that's really our sweet spot. And as far as industries, since SRR was originally a Midwestern firm, not surprisingly, we have expertise in automotive, plastics, metals, consumer products. We have a group that does aerospace. And of course, here in Houston and Dallas, we're very heavily involved in the oil and gas business with a full range of energy services for companies from the upstream industry to trading.
Very, very good. So this year, 2015, how good of a year has it been? Has it met your expectations?
Actually, it's looks like we're going to exceed our targets for this year, and part of it relates to one of the reasons that I thought it was time to make a marriage with our firm and SRR. We've added some services in the energy area, especially in restructuring and bankruptcy, which is doing very well. And through a lot of hard work, we managed to diversify our business enough so that we're having a very good year this year.
Very good. Annette?
Is there anything you'd like to share about SRR in particular that you're very proud of?
There's really two things. I'm very proud of the fact that SRR really does work for all of its stakeholders. In addition to providing above average trusted advisor service to our clients, the culture of the firm is what I would call very collaborative, which is the same kind of culture we had at HFBE. And by that, what I mean is that there are no little fiefdoms. People are willing to work together. They don't fight over fees. As an example, just about every day you get an email from somebody saying, do you have experience in this industry? Do you have experience in this kind of job? And if you do, can you tell me about it? And can you help me if necessary? And we've even created a work product through about 9 months of integration where you can have someone in Houston working on a project from Los Angeles in a seamless fashion, as if they were right there working. The other is one thing I mentioned before, is that in my experience, it's very unusual. It's not unusual to have a goal. It's unusual to make a goal after 13 years. And we're very proud of the fact, even if we're a little short, a little over, we're very proud of the fact that we've actually been able to accomplish a tenfold increase in our revenues and profits in, I guess that's 13 years, which I think is great. And I guess it's on to the next BHAG after we make this one.
There you go. Annette, we have about a minute or so left. Final thoughts before we let you both go.
Well, I know SRR also gives back to the community in terms of helping business owners learn more in general. And I went to an event recently with the Entrepreneurship Institute, and I know that you all are very involved in that. And would you mind sharing just about the event? It was the Bold event, I think, and then when the next one is.
Yes, we do the Entrepreneurship Institute. It's called the President's Forum. We do it once a year, usually in October. And what we do is, rather than have a bunch of talking heads, we have business owners that have been very successful talk to other business owners, primarily CEOs, owners, and CFOs of our clients' businesses, and so that they can learn how other people have created very successful companies. And then we have breakout sessions where all of us who are on the board get to do a panel discussion, which is very interactive, as you would agree, Annette, since we talked a lot during our panel. And, I think it's a wonderful way to provide this thought leadership and to provide something value added to our clients.
No question about it. Annette Monks, she is with Carlton Staffing, carltonstaffing.com. And Alex Howard, he is with, I'm going to keep it simple for me and a listener, srr.com. srr.com. Thanks to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Great segment. All right, when we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.